Sarah, anything for me? Yeah.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
Well, seeing is believing.
It's hard to describe. Guess you had to be there.
No friggin' thanks. Some people are still there. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache there. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
Well, that's called planning. What do you remember, actually?
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or I don't know, maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden? You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
Well, actually, we'll talk to him soon.
Hey, you. You have time? It's not a question. Let's go. I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
So, what are you getting me into this time?
Sarah, explain.
Ah, just come on, will you? I haven't wanted to do this with anyone for a long time.
We're eating on a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins. Ugh. I friggin' still hate cookies.
Well, it's not what I expected, to be honest.
You know, this is about as far from what I expected as we could get.
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that, but the Lady Emerald took me in. She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out. Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mom. The ones she made, she bought and pretended. Ah, right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated... Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this Inquisition thing is working out, so I figured I could make some Inquisition cookies? Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
So, why did you hate her?
I don't understand. This Lady Emerald was just trying to be good to you.
She hurt people.
It was just cookies.
It was not just cookies. Lie to herself, fair play, only hurts her. But she made me think there was something wrong with me. And the baker? I made his life shit. Why not? It seemed like he deserved it. I mean, if you don't give a child a cookie because of appearances, you're a monster. Stupid pride whore noble. I know, I said it was stupid. That's why I want to get rid of it. I want to make better cookies.
Well, I think it's a good idea. Why not? Keep up spirits.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me. Suppose it's not really about them. I hate learning lessons. Makes my stomach hurt. Anyway, I'll throw this rubbish away. Next time will be better, yeah?
Well, I'll look forward to it.
Sarah, anytime. Can we get off the roof now?
Oh, yes, please. Smells like bird and dank. This part, not a good idea. Thanks, yeah. Feels good, this.
That was cute. Alright, let's try it again. I just hate when they just keep tossing me around like this. Like, honestly.
Love seeing you, yeah?
Want some friendly roof time?
Everyone's ants from here. I like ants.
Oh, that's it? Boo. Okay. One thing at a time. Still hate when it like loads straight at you. So let me just grab the report and send Josephine for another quest. Ah, perfect.
At your service.
Done. Name over our enemy.
Let us begin.
Well, it's gonna take a while, but keep going, and we still have like 3 operations after that. I just wanna keep the time flowing with that. Alright, so there are 4 people left. Let me talk with Skull, with the Black Wall.
He looks like he can slit a
Okay,
throat.
and after that,
Think twice.
I can try talking with...
No. But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic. He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Seriously?
We just saw the Grey Wardens try to raise an army of demons. You want Solus to bind you?
He has to! If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
Well, that's true for everyone.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
Well, we'll figure something out.
There has to be some middle ground between do nothing and bind Cole with blood magic.
Indeed. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman. Good. They will not take me.
Alright, so yeah, that... It looks like there was quite a huge part, since everyone was just wanna talk to me, like, you know, in the big cutscenes, if you know what I mean. So, before that, anything else?
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
Alright, good to
I'll
know.
talk to you later.
How do you know?
I'll definitely talk to you later. Right, so now who's left is Colin, Blackwall, and after that Josephine, and possibly, I can try talking with the Vivian again now that I have supported the Vivian's candidacy for the Divine. You know what I mean? Oh. You definitely should have. Yeah, you have something new for me.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
Well, you're feeling better.
I trust you're feeling better?
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there. I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
Yeah, try avoid that.
Skyhold won't fall apart if you take an hour for yourself now and then.
I'll keep that in mind. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was... not myself after that. I was angry. For years, that anger blinded me. I'm not proud of the man that made me. Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
Well, it's good to let go.
The past isn't always pleasant. Sometimes you have to let go and move on.
I can't forget what happened. But it led me here. I can make that mean something. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you further. You've enough to worry about. How are you holding up?
Well, I'll be better if when we win.
I'll feel better when we take down Corypheus.
As will I. He will not elude us forever.
Oh, Callan, for real though, you really need to take me that far into the wall? Now I have to find you again. They really have some, like, you know, mania of pushing me all the way out so I can talk to you again.
First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
Well, we have Templars.
We brought most of the Templars over.
I thank the Maker for that, even if we were too late for some. The Inquisition must serve as an example. We must stand where others fall.
Yeah, you want to talk about
May
you?
I ask you something?
Of course.
So, are you against the Templars now?
Do you think Templars should cease to exist?
No. I may have chosen to leave that life, but I respect those who remain. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
So, what's the answer then?
What would you suggest?
Some call the Circle a prison that can only breed resentment. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the Circle. A mixed military service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to Lyrium. Some call it a gift, to forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
So, would your idea work?
Do you think that could work? Would people accept it?
Mages would be watched, but could pursue interests outside the Circle. Neither freedom nor prison. I don't know.
So you knew the hero of Ferelden, that's I'd like to know.
My asking. The hero of Ferelden was a Circle mage. Did you know her?
I attended her harrowing, actually. She was a lovely woman.
Lovely.
There was some youthful infatuation on my part. I found her compelling.
So nothing happened?
You never acted on it.
She was one of my charges. Even if she felt the same, it would have been inappropriate. I saw her once after she became a warden. She freed the tower during the Blight. I would be dead or mad if not for her. I was in a sorry state when she found me. The things I said were unkind, untoward. I regret them now. I wish she knew that.
So, is your family okay?
You've mentioned siblings. With everything that's happening, do you know if they're all right?
I've received word from my eldest sister. She was always good at tracking me down. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else. My family is fine. Pray they remain so.
Tracking down?
Your sister tracked you down. She didn't know where you were.
I let her know I was in Haven. She assumed I survived. It's not the first time. I may have neglected to tell her when I was transferred to Kirkwall.
Why?
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. I received an angry letter about my disappearance 2 years later. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the Blight.
And what will you do
The
next?
Inquisition won't last forever. What will you do when this is over?
To be honest, I hadn't given it much thought until recently. I'm not used to having so many possibilities.
And what's your
You
regret?
still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden.
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
Well, she was wrong though.
You've said Meredith was unstable.
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. She wasn't wrong about the Blood Mages in Kirkwall. Meredith encouraged my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and she knew that too. I was her second in command. She kept decisions from me, those I would question. I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her, not until it was too late.
Well, I hope I'm a better than her.
I hope you find the Inquisition's leadership more agreeable.
I am confident you will see us through to the end. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will not see it fail.
Well, that's all good for
That's
now.
all I wanted to know.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Just to
I'd
make
be
sure.
perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
Well, I know what you mean.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
True. Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
That's good to
That's
know.
all for now.
Another time, then.
Well, at least it looks like we still having... I know this might hurt a little bit, but bear with it. What? Okay, here are the tables, but where is this guy? Oh. He's not in here. Well, I'm a good with the horse for now. So it looks like I can only talk with the Josephine for the time being.
We've an interesting development, Inquisitor. A petition from citizens of Val Royal. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Fade.
They think she spoke to me.
Even Leliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
But I never saw her.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from the Fade. You could attempt to tell Val Royal's citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
Well, tell them it was not Andraste. Like, I know it's a lies, but
Tell them the Inquisition's position is that the Divine saved me from the Fade, not Andraste.
Very well. Some of the devout will be discouraged, but it will plagueate the chantry. Yes?
personal questions? I thought it would
Let's
be a
speak later.
scene or something. Ah, that's a pity. Well, now that we have supported your candidate for the Divine, how exactly you feeling about it?
My dear, did you need me for something?
Interesting. So what I would like to do, like, you know, without proceeding too far, I wanna travel to one location, any location real quick, and then get back to the Skyhold again, so I can see if I actually would be able to talk with the Varric again, and hopefully he will be done with the letters this time. So, like, cause he says that he wanted to write a letter. Yeah, like, I know I might be not doing very well from the point of view of the role playing, but in here, yeah, like, I did travel a little bit on the outside somewhere, but I'm really eager to know about the Varric story in here. And look at this.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Well, I'll be damned. Like a crossbow?
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
So you're a friend of Varric?
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Yeah, but you two look a bit nervous.
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here herself. Maybe for both of us.
You're such a worrier. There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has bigger things to think about.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
Now that's interesting. Is that their only way in?
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the deep roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, dark spawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
True. So, wasn't it like in Kirkwall, though?
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
So, who licked the location?
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
And Bianca knows where it is?
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
Well, we should shut this down.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Well, she looks pretty in her own
Right.
way.
That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Well, shit. That's a good
Inquisitor.
quest name. Well, with that being in mind, let's just get the Kirkwall part out of the way and send Cullen to somewhere he might like. Ah, it's not a Malachite. Okay, I cannot do this for call with Cullen. From the heart, eh?
To work?
Alright, we might do something for call later on. Really wish it was the ruby though. Okay, one last chance. I'm just hoping that it was the Blackwall who glitched out on not appearing. Ah, here you are.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
Well, thankfully we stopped it.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Well, we can still try, right?
At the end of the day, I guess all we can do is try. And hope for the best.
You're right. What matters is that we never give up. Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman, and she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
True. Oh, yeah, and it looks like you actually have something else.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
Well, let's see what this is all about.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. I caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You saved it?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
But you were a child.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Well, your eyes aren't shut.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe?
Of course you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy. The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done. Don't you see? It's not just about what happened back then. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Sarah was never an agreeable girl. Her tongue tells tales of rebellion, but she was so fast and quick with her
Meridel
no one quite knew
has
where
a
she came from. Sarah
quest
was
for
never
me,
the
eh?
brightest girl. Her attacks are loud and they're joyful, but she knew the ways of nobler men, and she knew how to enrage them. She would always like to say.
So, wait, that was the quest?
I should look around.
Like, well, you've been a friend, you've given me wisdom to know right from wrong, courage. What? Excuse me?
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Gone where?
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Liliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Okay, now everyone is decided it would be a good time to start falling apart, right? Even after I just went to Fate and wanted a little break in terms of just talking.
Long day.
You all right, sir?
Long day.
Good rumors.
Do I really need to go like somewhere?
Ashes in the sky. Where's the one who guides us into the night? What's begun is the war that will force this divide.
That's quite an images.
Is fire.
But now I really do not want this quest to be glitched out. You know what I mean? Please just don't start. Married, then what?
I don't consider the other mages to be my brethren.
They can't possibly make a mage divine. It's unheard of.
All in all, the Winter Palace game
From
provided
Haven's
some
Fire
fine
come we, the able
even with the extra player.
There is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Are you looking forward to the next grand ball?
I live for nothing else.
Okay. And here I thought it would be, you know, over in terms of how much left to be done, but here it is. Well, at least this exclamation mark is out of the way. So, nothing else. Nothing else. Alright, guys. So, I think this is a perfect time to finally stop it right here. Well, what else can I say? We performed a significant part of the game. Got the warden, well, possibly got a bit off with some people, like Solas. Of all, I do not understand his reaction on that. And yet again, we got quite a lot of talking done, and here are some more things for us to consider. And this freaking Malachite again. So, next time we will be trying to perform as much of the side questing as possible, since I believe those would be proved much useful against my struggle against Corypheus. So, with all of that in mind, I will see you next time. Bye!